it's been 4 evenings of excitement here in Bristol City Centre. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of people have been coaxed out of their warm homes into the cold winter nights to have a look at the first ever Bristol Light Festival. And we're here on the final night of the festival, just before the lights go off.
It was my mum actually. She told me about it and we thought it'd be a nice way to spend the evening, just see some local artwork and experience Bristol.
And how have you found the Light Festival so far?
It's really interesting, and I like how you can interact with them rather than just look at them, I suppose.
The whole point of this, I guess, was to bring people out in generally the time of the year when we all want to hibernate. It's got you two out tonight. It's got a lot of other people out tonight. So do you think it's done what it's set out to do?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Another typical fun thing that Bristol's putting on. Unusual to have it outside the summer, but yeah, Bristol's a good city for just unusual, artistic, fun, liberal things going on. It's cool.
So this is the first ever Light Festival. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Yeah, good range of things. I like it.
Now, part of the point of this festival was to draw people out in the cold winter nights. It's clearly done that. Do you think something like this would go down just as well in another city in the country?
I think it depends on the city. I think Bristol's pretty special for everyone wanting to get on board.
Would you be excited if they announced that it was coming back next year?
100%. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see it again.
Do you think 4 evenings was enough for a festival like this?
I thought it was going to go on for like a whole month, so no, I thought it was way longer. It seems a shame.
I think at this time of year, evenings is fine. Anything that kind of keeps you outside of the pub for a bit longer, I suppose, is good.
So we're here in Millennium Square with a piece by an artist called Olivier Ratzi, who's a French artist, and this piece is called Frame Perspective. And Frame Perspective is a really beautiful, as you can see, meditative piece that is supposed to give you different perspectives on the city centre. It's the first time it's ever come to Bristol. It's the first time Olivier's ever shown anything in Bristol as well. All of the pieces, in their own way, have some sort of interactive nature, and they should all feel like things that anyone can come and play with. We're delighted to, have the weather with us and have lots of people come out and enjoy and have fun, which is what the purpose of the festival is.
It's massively significant. I think for Bristol Light Festival, a selection of us are having our work projected onto Banksy's piece. I think it's really significant. It's one of the most recognised and renowned pieces of art in Bristol. Everyone knows it. So I think to be able to work with lots of other local Bristol artists who all occupy completely different creative spaces in the city, but we all equally offer something entirely different to the arts and culture scene here. So to come together on this collaboration is really nice. All of the commission looks at representing Bristol society in different communities. I wanted to focus on representing parts of society and community that are underrepresented and often don't get a voice or don't get a platform. So in my piece I've got 3 different themes. Each floor has a different theme. The bottom is around the housing crisis and homelessness. The middle floor is around culture, specifically Caribbean culture, looking at the carnival, how that's something which is celebrated so heavily here. But often there's a history and legacy behind that is often overlooked. And the top floor is around power and power structures within the city. So yeah, those are my 3 themes. So to be able to have something which is animated, something which is visual and moves around as well, it is really incredible, and hopefully, a lot of people will see it and a lot of people appreciate it and understand some of the themes that I've tried to present.
Well, even on the final night of the first ever Bristol Light Festival, Millennium Square is incredibly packed. Queen Square 2 is experiencing the same amount of people, all scrambling to try and get their picture before the lights go off. So it seems like the first ever Bristol Light Festival has gone down a treat. But let's ask people and find out what they think. So can you tell me what you're doing here today, Luke?
Just entertaining the little one, showing them around, looking at the lights.
So obviously this is the first time it's ever happened in Bristol. What do you think about it as a concept?
Well, it's quite entertaining, it's quite exciting, it seems to get a good turnout.
It's quite a good concept, It brings a lot of people here
like tourist attraction and stuff. So I think it's just good for the city.
Light art like this in the city, and it gathers a lot of people, I think, and I think that's nice because it's very entertaining and beautiful to see. So that's great, and the spots are quite close together, so we can easily go and see them.
Way too cold to come out normally, but it's nice to get out a bit.
Did you have to wait quite a while to get on the seesaw?
No, queue's moving fairly quickly. I think people are being fairly generous and aware that there's a lot of people waiting, so everyone's just having a quick go. Just get the most out of it.
If it was to return again next year, would that be an exciting prospect?
Yes, if we would hope to grow bigger. Yeah, to want to see even more. More and more.
So there we go. After 4 nights of some quite terrible weather, the Bristol Light Festival is coming to an end. And I've spent most of those nights filming and speaking to people. So I think it's about time that I get my shot.